In a world where podcasts are mediocre, four guys joined forces and created the greatest podcast ever. The names of these legends are Matt the Prat, Mark the Lion, Addison the Wolf, and Sam the Turkey. You're listening to The Tepid Take.
So hello and welcome to episode 5 of The Tepid Take. I haven't written out a fucking intro. Let's say I'm joined by...
It's fine. This will do. This will be the intro. It's fine.
Yeah, this will be the intro. I'm going to carry on.
Yeah.
So our main topic today is we're going to be talking about the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But before we go into that, we're going to go into our personal topics. We're going to start with Addison, who I believe has played some very hard games. Fucking
Shaking on water. Hang on.
What is going
That whole time, all I could hear was Matt drinking. I've got him at 200% on mine. It's just filth.
So, Addison, do you
Mark,
want
how close are you to your mic? All I can hear is you breathing.
That's not me breathing.
Look at it, that's not just like...
Someone's super close.
Someone's breathing into the mic.
I'm like, Tim.
Is it me?
I think it's Mark. Mark's holding his breath.
It's me back now. Now I've got
It might have been me.
already there.
Is that better? Is it
There's
less breathing?
This is staying in.
Yeah.
So, Addison, do you want to tell us about what you've been up to?
Yeah, so I have finally completed Dark Souls after owning the game for 5 years.
Oh my god.
And have moved on to Bloodborne. So I thought we could talk about that for a bit.
Well, I mean, so you completed... Is that the first Dark Souls game?
Yeah, so I had it on Switch. I originally had it on Xbox and then did not get on with it, so deleted it. And I don't have that Xbox anymore, so I got it on Switch.
Destroyed that Xbox after you deleted it.
Yes, threw it out the fucking window. I didn't get far at all. I didn't realise how far I hadn't got until I played it again this time.
Yeah.
Because you put hours in.
Yeah.
What you can do and
Not get anywhere.
Get anywhere, pretty much.
Yeah.
I can tell you, the last time I played Dark Souls, it was January the 2nd, 2013, and I played an hour.
I was like, fuck it, no, not for me.
Fuck this shit.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much it, yeah.
I started playing the Switch version when I was at my parents' over Christmas.
Yeah.
And then put it down for a couple of weeks and then picked it back up. And I finally completed it. Mate.
That's quite an achievement, to be fair. Like, I mean, how...
Yeah, there is nothing quite like actually being able to say that I finally completed that fucking game.
Yeah. That's
That is an achievement, because I hated it.
yeah.
I 100% understand like why people hate that game. I can imagine it coming out and people reviewing it really poorly, because it is clunky,
Yeah.
confusing, nothing makes sense. You never know where you're meant to be going,
Wow, yeah.
and the bosses are all bitch hard.
It's weird, isn't it? Because that's kind of the thing. Like, you know, it's become a term now, isn't it? Like a Souls game. It's like, you know, many
like
games.
the Souls-like is
the
also
Souls
a
game
little
of
genre
that
now.
genre.
Yeah, there's quite a few games like that now, isn't there?
Yeah, there's loads. So I've started playing Bloodborne, which I've been playing for about a week now, and it is a lot easier to get into. And I think if I was going to recommend any of them, it would be this one to play through first.
So what's the difference between the two? Because I have no idea what
Completely
Bloodborne is.
different settings.
Okay.
It's a lot more. It's almost like a kind of Victorian looking era, a bit steampunky, but not really.
Okay.
But along those sort of lines, and it's a lot more about the weapons as well. In Dark Souls, there's like a lot of generic weapons, and whilst you could theoretically use most weapons to like kill anything, there are weapons that are better than other ones, and are just inherently stronger, even with buffs. But in Bloodborne,
I'll use my +4 sword.
yeah, stuff like that. in Bloodborne, each weapon I'm pretty sure is fairly unique, and you only get it like once from a certain area or whatever.
Yeah.
And they are all as equally viable to like your play style.
Oh, cool.
So if you don't like one weapon, pick up another one, and you should be able to use that for end game sort of stuff.
So they're all pretty unique then.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There's definitely like types that are similar, but it's a lot fairer, I think. In that way with the weapons.
Yeah, because I think it's similar to you, Matt. Like I tried Dark Souls fucking years ago, and played like the first hour and just was like, nah, not for me. But with Bloodborne, I really tried. I really had a go, and
that's such a shame.
Yeah, but I got past the first boss, and then I think by the second boss, I was like, I just can't anymore. Like I was really trying to put the time in.
Do you know which boss it was that you were fighting? Oh, the first one you got past. Can you describe it?
The first one I got past, he had like a kind of like, not a cowboy hat, but you know, that kind of thing. In a graveyard.
That was the first boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's optional bosses, and
right.
So the first boss I fought, I then found out was totally optional.
Oh right.
For the whole game, and I didn't actually have to do it.
Oh right. Okay. Well, you probably put in the time for it as well.
It did. It wasn't too bad actually, because I think it's helped a lot going straight from Dark Souls into this, because whilst the playstyles are very different, in Dark Souls you have to back up a lot and like wait for your opening to attack. In this, you have to go ham because there's a mechanic where if you get hit, there's a split second of time where if you attack them, you get your health back.
Yeah.
So it wants you to be more aggressive.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
But I still think it helped going in. Yeah. Way less defensive.
So how far into Bloodborne are you now then, roughly?
So I was trying to work it out. I looked it up, and it's reckoning I'm about a quarter way through, and I've put a few hours in already.
I was going to say, how long does it feel like you played?
I knew 84 years.
I knew I wasn't going to be as far as I thought, but I was thinking I was closer to halfway.
Oh my god.
They're long games. You get a lot out of them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, definitely get your money's worth. It's From Software, isn't it, who developed those games?
Yeah, so they did the Dark Souls trilogy, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and then
Demons.
They do other games, but those are their big famous ones.
Yeah. Are they doing that?
Very similar formats.
Yeah.
Are they developing Elden Ring? That one that's been written by like George R. R.
which
Martin?
I'm really excited for.
Yeah, that's been like written by George R. R. Martin, or he's kind of contributing to that, isn't he?
He has, from what I understand, he's done the lore and not much. So he's not actually like writing the game.
No.
He's done the world building side of things. So he's not as involved as I think some people thought he was.
Okay. That might be cool though, because he's great at doing that, like creating worlds, like Game of Thrones, or Song of Ice and Fire. Is one,
and they've spoken about that one, and they want it to be a lot more of an open world sort of game, but with their style in it, because the game's Bloodborne's very linear actually, for parts, and while there are like diverging paths, it's more like mini sandboxes.
Oh yeah.
And then not hallways, but essentially hallways that connect them.
Right, I see.
And then you're in this mini area. 3 hours in, I also found out was optional. So, yeah.
Just waste a ton of time.
They are good, but they do fuck with you.
Yeah.
They like intentionally fuck with you.
Yeah.
And the amount of times I've killed by like an enemy that they've put there just to kill you that one time.
Yeah.
Is just it's infuriating, but I love it. It is good.
I think the reason I don't want to play it is because I feel like it's a form of medieval torture.
It's the shape of the game, back in the day.
Which you have to pay for.
Yeah.
You have to pay to get medievally tortured. Yeah.
It's like the S&M.
It is a very certain way about it.
Yeah.
So for someone that's not played the games, I've not played any of them to date, what would be the reason you'd want to pick them up?
Well, I've got a soundbite that might persuade anyone.
Go for it, Matt. It plays.
Is that from Bloodborne?
Oh, okay.
That sounds about right.
Mark, is this convincing you?
Never have truer words been said.
Do you want to play the game now, Mark?
So that's one of the bosses, I think.
Yeah, I think
Fantastic.
I didn't need to read any reviews. I didn't need Addison's review. Just the sound bite alone was enough for me.
Never have truer words been said by a man / woman.
I would pick them up if you are looking for something that will take up your whole life, because it is basically all I'm playing at the moment.
You just want someone to take over
It's
your
like the
life.
World of Warcraft
them up.
of normal games.
Yeah. If you want a challenge from a game, they are good for that. But also
the
don't
games
be
easy.
afraid to use walkthroughs, because some of the
Sorry?
stuff...
Sorry? Walkthroughs?
Matt, you love them.
This is the game for Matt.
Yeah, it's a game for you, because there is some stuff where you're like looking around and you're just like, how the fuck was I meant to know that's where I was going?
I'm sure. Yeah. I bet it's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not only is it punishment, it's confusion as well.
Oh yeah, big time.
This is torture.
I think
Basically,
I'm not selling
if you
it
hate
very
yourself,
well, am I?
if you hate yourself, pick up Bloodborne.
Yeah.
I would say I don't think they're as... It's almost they're not as difficult as people make out. You just have to understand what it wants you to do.
Yeah. If
And
you want to add to the
because-
experience, put your nuts in a vice.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
So I don't think I've sold Matt on the game.
No,
Do you
no.
reckon either of you two will try one?
I think I'll keep my.
I've been.
Sorry, go on, Mark.
You go ahead, Sam.
Thank you. It's very polite of you. I think
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead
now. You son of a bitch. I'm gonna keep my eye on Elden Ring, I think, and see how
Okay.
that looks. Just
Yeah.
'cause I'm excited to see the
Yeah,
kind of world
that's
that
fair.
George R. R. Martin's contributed to.
So is that similar gameplay wise?
They haven't released any gameplay, but I would
Oh, really?
imagine
Okay.
It's gonna be along
Okay.
those lines.
Yeah.
I think if I was going
mean,
to pick any of them up, I'd pick up Sekiro.
That
Yeah,
does
I
That
sound
one
don't-
good.
just
think-
aesthetically looks so cool.
Yeah.
I think Sekiro will be what I go for next.
Okay.
Um,
Once you've completed Bloodborne
just
in
to
5
see.
years.
yeah.
5 years.
Yeah.
They've released another 3
I
games.
think I'll be okay with Bloodborne. It seems to be a bit fairer.
Okay. Would
Okay.
you say?
Maybe I
You
should
got
pick
good
up that
now.
one up if I'm going to pick up any.
Yeah. Would you say that? What would you say is harder, Dark Souls or Crash Bandicoot?
The fucking bridge level in Crash Bandicoot is impossible. So
Oh,
that-
what, the Road to Nowhere one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had to
yeah.
cheese that. I
God.
walked on the fucking rope.
On the
think
road.
everyone
yeah,
did.
I did that.
Everyone
I was like,
did.
fuck that shit.
That is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
problem is it's the way they ported it to, well, I've remastered it, is that there's a slight difference in your jump in
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Because they've used
Alright.
the mechanics from 3 or something, haven't they? As well.
So,
So
Something
you got this like
that,
inbuilt,
yeah.
like just part of your brain that goes, I know exactly when to jump in Crash Bandicoot on the PS1.
yeah.
I should
Yeah,
smash this on the PS4 and you just fall off the bridge.
Yeah.
Wasn't there
Again,
something
right,
about
and again.
hitboxes as well?
Yeah, so it's like
Think so.
if you're on the bridge, say the boxes are smaller or something, aren't they?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
they're
It's
rounded
not-
as opposed to being
Yeah,
square.
square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
God damn. Anyway,
So,
good segue to
what a segue.
segue.
Matt,
was
you've been
seamless.
playing the latest Crash game, which it's just come out on PC,
I
hasn't
have.
it?
Yeah, it's just come out on PC, and I think it's just come out on PS5, or it's had an update to it, so it's on PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Other
I would have
consoles
to
are
say-
available.
other consoles are available. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, it's been out on Xbox and PlayStation 4. Is it 4? Yeah. 4 goes before 5. It's been on those. It's been on those for a while, I think, hasn't it? I think it was last year.
Yeah, I think it's been
think
out for a
it was-
year.
Is it a whole year?
I thought it was summer, around summer.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe it
can't-
was. Okay.
In fairness, the last year's kind of blended.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. It's
It really
a one
has,
big month.
but- Oh, it came out in October. 2nd of October it came
Oh,
out.
okay.
So wow, not really that long at all.
Yeah. I thought it was
Not
much
really,
longer than
no,
that.
no. It came out on the 26th of March on PC. Because I've been waiting for that for ages, because I don't actually have a PlayStation or an Xbox anymore. Because, PC is the master race.
Get out.
How do we
Get
end
over
the call?
yourself.
You see, he likes playing on PC because he likes to have the walkthrough open next to his game window.
on the next screen over.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, it's a super wide monitor.
Walkthrough.
Yeah.
One
Does
half
Crash
the
Bandicoot need a
walkthrough.
walkthrough?
I don't know. Does it, Matt?
3. I don't know.
Do you know? It's
out.
actually really difficult.
More difficult than Dark Souls, would you say?
No. No. Honestly, though, I think it's probably the best Crash Bandicoot game I've played.
Wow.
Out of all of
really,
them?
really good.
Wow.
Out of all of them, yeah.
Wow.
Maybe not Crash Bash. That's
See, now the question is, what was your favourite Crash Bandicoot game growing up?
number
Crash Bandicoot
two,
is a banger.
of course.
2.
I always pick the wrong one, apparently.
You say number
You
one,
like-
don't you?
I say number 1.
Yeah, number one is
So-
personally, I think, better than 2.
Yeah.
So you might like this one more because this one is more similar to 1, I would say,
Oh, okay.
in terms of feel, which is really strange because obviously it's the newer one.
Yeah.
Which I'm
Yeah,
glad it's
yeah.
not like 3 because I don't really like 3 is okay, but it's definitely the weakest Crash Bandicoot out of those 3.
Yeah, I would agree.
It gave me Wrath of Cortex vibes.
Yeah, it's got a good variety in it, but I would say it's most similar to the first one. Just like the first level is literally, it's like obviously so much better graphically, and there's so many more things going on,
Yeah.
and it's so dynamic and engaging compared to like PS1
Yeah.
first level of Crash Bandicoot. But like they've obviously done it, so the layout is pretty similar to the first one. So you go, oh my god, this make me really really nostalgic.
Yeah.
Even though it's a new game. Yeah.
Does it? Do you think it relies too much on the nostalgia, or are they bringing new things in?
No. They've brought
good.
loads of new things into it. Yeah. There's so many different things in it. Everything just looks amazing as well. It's an incredibly looking game. But like the levels are like dynamic, so there's like so much going on in the level.
Yeah.
It's so easy to miss some boxes because there's just so much shit going on.
Yeah,
basically.
that would wind me up because I like collecting the boxes.
I know. I've actually got
Yeah.
through levels. I thought, all right, I've got all the boxes, and it's like, oh no, you missed 9. I'm like, 9
Yeah.
boxes? Where were they?
Did they hammer you on the head like they did in the
Oh
remaster?
yeah.
No, they don't do that. No, they
Have you
Mark's
played
not playing
one
it.
of the levels as Cortex yet?
No, I haven't done that yet. No.
Okay.
Spoilers. No, it's
I
fine.
haven't played it. I just know that's a thing.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
You looked at the
No, but
walkthrough.
you can play as the. I think she's the Crash Bandicoot from like the bonus levels in the first one.
Oh, the
she's
tall
not-
one.
she's not-
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever her name is. Yeah.
Before they replaced her with the sister.
Yeah.
Oh, what Coco?
Sister?
Yeah.
I think it's
But they're both
I
in
think
this
it's
one.
his sisters.
I think it is.
Yeah. So yeah, Crash and Coco are brother and sister. Yeah, but the other one is like a love interest of Crash, isn't it, or something stupid? It's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, it's strange, yeah. But I've totally lost my train of thought now.
So you play as different characters.
So you can play as different characters, yeah. Like I've not played as Cortex yet, but I've played quite a few levels now. But it's like I say, it's really, really dynamic. It's very cinematic as well. It kind of reminds me of, which is really strange. It was just another Naughty Dog game, but it kind of reminds me of Uncharted in
wow.
some bits, because it's like there's stuff going on around you while you're like climbing around the level and jumping over things, and there's like
Which is
You know,
funny
stuff
because
going
it's not
overhead.
Naughty Dog making them anymore, is it?
no, it's Toys
No.
for Bob now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I wonder if they've
which
done
is
that
really
on
weird.
purpose.
oh maybe, yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
But there's like so many different mechanics now. Like there's like rope swinging and
Oh my
there's
god.
like rail. You've got to like go down a rail. Can't think of the word. Grind down a rail. Sure.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Which is obviously adds a whole.
Someone
nother-
didn't play Jet Set Radio Future when they were growing up.
Didn't play much of Tony Hawk either.
Understand. Sorry. Call back to the amazing soundtrack.
That's
But,
niche for a lot of listeners.
Yeah, and there's like one thing that kept screwing me up was there's a box that like shoots fire out of you, and I didn't know what the hell it was.
Yeah.
I was like, why is this box shooting fire? And I went up to it and it killed me. Damn it.
I would just like to point out that is a trick that Dark Souls would do.
Yeah, it totally is. Yeah.
Oh, what's that glowy thing? Smash.
Eaten by a box, yeah.
By a box. Oh, amazing.
Yeah. But yeah, there's just and like so many aspects of it are definitely callbacks to the older games as well. It's like, like the I think it was on the first one. It's first and second, I think. But there's like a plant that you jump on and it bites down, doesn't it? It's like a Venus flytrap sort of thing.
Oh yeah.
You jump on. They brought them back.
Oh, yeah.
And
See, I didn't think you'd
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
that because isn't that basically just a Mario villain?
Yeah, it's like same
Don't worry
piranha
about
not
plant.
really.
I guess it is
It's-
mechanically.
Piranha
it's
plant
not-
in Mario doesn't eat you, does it? Oh no, it does eat you, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's like his main function,
Yeah.
just a munch.
It's a giant mouth. What else is it gonna do?
It shoots fire at me sometimes.
I wonder what they call it, piranha plant.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah. But that's just a mini villain in Crash Bandicoot. It's not a boss or anything. Well, it's not really a boss in Mario. I'm really digging myself a hole here. So I totally forgot what I was saying, but it's a really good game. I'm really enjoying it, and I think there are some like great elements to it. It's just I don't know what it is about it. It just makes me. I really want to go and play it right now.
You're like, actually, I'm going to leave now.
I'm just going to leave now and play it.
Just leave this podcast.
It's also
and go.
got like
If you had
Yeah.
it on Switch, you could play it now.
I could play it as I'm doing the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also got like it's also
It's not
got
a Switch,
like
is it?
no, I don't think
I
so.
don't think so because I think that's why I haven't bought it.
Yeah.
Give it about
I
6
imagine
months.
it.
Yeah.
I imagine it wouldn't run very
Yeah.
well on Switch because it is very graphically like. It's actually impressive graphically.
Do you reckon they won't
Surprisingly.
port it then?
Oh wow.
I don't know. I don't know. In all honesty, I think they probably will eventually, but I think it's going to take some work.
The thing is, they already did the port, didn't they, for the remaster of both Spyro and Crash? So
Yeah.
they have the software available.
Hmm.
But it's so much more. I say the graphics and the animation and everything is so much more dynamic than that remaster as well.
Yeah.
It's like another level. It's really
Maybe
really
just put it on the
impressive.
new Switch whenever that comes out.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's really like going through a level is actually quite overwhelming because there's just so much stuff going on. It's probably like worth going over a level more than once because you're probably going to miss something the first time you do it.
But isn't there a thing where you can go through the level but at like a different time of day or something?
Oh, you could do like inverted.
Yeah.
Or something, can't you? Yeah.
That's right, yeah, yeah.
I haven't tried that yet, but
That looks mental. I remember seeing when they
You had
when
time
they
trials
like-
as well, didn't you, in the original?
Yeah, you can do that in this one as well. You get time trials, so you can like try and beat
Oh, okay.
the time, and you get like obviously you get a time crystal, whatever you get. You can also they've kind of changed up the crystal and gem dynamic, which is quite nice because obviously that's like a very, very Crash Bandicoot thing to have that.
Yeah.
So the gems. So obviously you get a gem for getting all the boxes, but you also get a gem if you die less than 3 times, and you get another 3 gems depending on how many Wumpa fruit you get. So you can obviously get all 3 if you get like loads of Wumpa fruit, and then there's another one, which I can't remember what it is.
Right.
But well, that might be it actually. Yeah, so that then unlocks different costumes, which is quite cool. I sort of added something to it that you didn't get out of old Crash Bandicoot games, which is a nice surprise. Yeah, and there is also multiplayer in this Crash Bandicoot.
How does
I
that
haven't
work?
done it yet. Well, I don't know. But they've got like 2 different versions of the multiplayer. So they've got one where it's basically you can have a controller between you and you select how many players you want. And you could take turns on depending on when you die or when you hit a checkpoint.
Oh,
You could-
okay.
so it
Okay,
like
yeah.
swaps you, which is pretty cool. But there's also one called Beat the Bandicoot, which I think it's basically like a race. So it's you and someone else does a race of the level.
Sorry, this sounds wrong. Beat the Bandicoot.
God damn it. It's what it's called. I can't.
It's just
That,
your
yeah.
subtle laughter.
I tried to keep it down.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So I think that's just more like you each do the level, and obviously whoever does it first wins, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Which is kind of cool. It's obviously something you didn't have on other Crash Bandicoot games.
Yeah.
So you've not been able to beat the Bandicoot yet.
I mean, I've not played it with anyone yet. No.
No. Is it?
Sad.
So you can't beat it solo.
We'll find you someone to beat the Bandicoot with.
Yeah. Yeah.
God damn it. But yeah, I mean I think the main thing is you have to collect these things called quantum masks, which give you like different powers as well. Which again is another new feature in a Crash Bandicoot game, which is actually like very refreshing. To be fair, I found it very refreshing, but also very nostalgic. So they've got the right balance there, definitely. And I definitely recommend it. It's very enjoyable.
Yeah, it sounds like the perfect combination of like old and new, by the sounds of it.
It really is, yeah. Even the map they don't do like because I know you like the map, don't you, in the first one, Addison?
Yeah, the islands.
Yeah, so they've done that on this one.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah, they've not
See,
done.
They know what's up.
Yeah, well, I preferred. I mean, it's fine on this. It works, and they're all like dynamic as well. So there's like sort of like little cutscenes that have it on the map as well, and there's actually cutscenes when you're in the level too, and it's quite good. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Crash Twin Sanity. I don't know if you ever played that.
Oh,
one.
I love that one.
That one.
That was a great.
That was a
one.
good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a mixture between normal Crash Bandicoot and that, I would say.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so the gameplay and everything is like that, but the story elements are a bit more like Crash Twin Sanity.
Yeah,
It's a bit more story, cutscenes and whatnot.
Story driven.
Yeah. So I've really enjoyed playing it this weekend. I would definitely recommend it. Yeah.
Would you say it's your game of the year so far?
Actually, I was thinking that the other day. I think it probably is. Yeah. Technically, it came out last year though. So.
Would you give it a award?
Do you think it deserves...
I would give it an award.
Like...
Well, talking of awards...
A British award.
Oh my god.
Because the segues continue to be incredible. Well done, guys. So I watched the Gaming BAFTAs, or British Academy Awards if you're not from Britain.
Yeah.
It was headed out by Elle Osleywood, who was the old host on PlayStation Access, if any of you guys ever watched that.
I thought I recognised her from somewhere.
Nope.
Yeah, she was really good. She was only there for a small stint.
Yeah.
And then she's obviously heading the BAFTAs, which is really cool to see. So it's got someone that's got real gaming roots. Because I think a lot of the time you do get these hosts that...
Well, it used to be Dara O'Brien. He does game. He's a gamer. So he did it for years.
Technically.
I mean, I've worked on the BAFTA Game Awards before. So.
Oh, yeah. What'd you work? What'd you work as, Matt?
I was a runner, so it wasn't anything impressive. But
it's a pretty
cool. Got Dari's coffee.
So that's pretty cool. But it was also like EGX Resd as well at the time. So it's like that's that like little game.
Oh, Eurogamer thing, isn't it? Is that what it is?
Kind of. It's something like that, but like a smaller version, I think. At the same time.
Oh, cool.
Also, they can't do that this year. It's all
no,
Skype calls and Zoom meetings and everything. But tell us about it.
Yeah, so the BAFTAs it was an hour and 40 minutes. It had 18 awards.
Yeah.
And it was a mixture of pre-recordings and live reactions.
Yeah.
Because obviously this is now the second year that we've had the BAFTAs that have kind of been on Zoom or Skype or Teams, whatever they use. We did have one technical issue.
Yeah. How awkward was that?
One of the winners
it's going to be,
literally couldn't hear him and the music was still running.
No way. I was
Thankfully, they
cringing
did come
so
back
hard.
around to him. But it's an unfortunate thing that happens. Me and my partner have been watching a lot of the Eurovision kind of qualifications, and the amount of times the calls don't go through on that as well. It's hilarious. It's so cringy though, isn't it?
It's just unavoidable though. You just cannot avoid it. It's impossible to avoid. You cannot control everyone's.
Yeah, but like I was kind of watching this, and when that bit happened, I was like I said, I was proper cringing, and I was like, do you get much else from it being a live reaction to a pre-recorded reaction? I don't know if I can really get much of a difference out of them.
Well, if they did it as live, I don't think you would notice. Like if they just played it like, oh, this is a live reaction. Well, they wouldn't say it's a live reaction because it wouldn't be a live reaction.
But like,
here's the winner.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Thank you.
That's how Matt would.
Well, there was quite an interesting insight. I think one of the winners, I can't quite recall it. It was towards the end, but his was a pre-recording, and in the pre-recording he says, "I don't know whether we won or not."
Oh, really?
And then started giving kind of thanks to everyone in the team. So they've both been asked to do.
Why did he say that? Surely he knows. Surely they wouldn't play it if he hadn't won.
Or just be like, just act like you've won. Like you don't need to say that.
You don't need to say that you don't know if you've won yet.
You're ruining the illusion, for fuck's sake.
The pre-recordings for the people that were based in the UK, it was kind of abundantly clear it was
Yeah.
a pre-recording because it was light outside. Whereas all the ones that were on the call, the quality was a lot less.
Yeah.
And it was obviously dark, so it was quite clear. I don't really want to give a kind of disservice to the nominees and the winners, but I think I'm not going to go through all 18 awards and who won.
No.
So I am going to
Please
highlight.
don't.
I'm going to highlight the best game and EE's game of the year.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Hades won best game.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to
Oh,
play
yeah.
that.
I know,
Yeah.
like that it was getting a lot of attention in this one,
Yeah.
and I was like, I just need to pick this up. It's getting so much love. Like, I just need to give it a go.
Yeah, I might go in on that at some point.
Yeah.
That's on the Switch as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is.
Probably. Listen here, folks. Maybe we'll have a review
Ooh.
soon.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
I wasn't listening. What we're gonna have a review of?
Hades, because he's decided he wants to play an actually relevant game that's not.
I
from
know.
5 years
I
ago.
was joking. Oh my god.
And then EE game of the year was The Last of Us 2,
Yeah.
which I'm yet to pick
Okay.
up.
Good
I
shout.
do need to pick that up.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
I'm really happy for, like, because when that game kind of came out, I feel like a lot of the cast and crew got so much online abuse.
Oh, it was really gross, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I was happy to see that win Game of the Year. And then Laura Bailey, who played the voice of Abby, won like a Best Actress awards, and I was just so happy.
That's good. Yeah.
Because again, she got some horrible abuse online, like disgusting stuff.
Yeah. It was absolutely horrific.
Yeah, just because she played a character who people didn't necessarily like. It's like, piss off. So yeah, I was really happy for her.
Well, you've noted that
Not
she won. Laura Bailey won the best performer, and Logan Cunningham won the best performer in a supporting role for his portrayal of Hades, Achilles, Poseidon, Asterius, Charon, and the storyteller in Hades as well. And I think what was really nice in the Laura Bailey kind of
Bit
thank
greedy.
you,
Yeah.
Why is he playing so
how
many
she
people?
cutting the budget. She noted how nice it was that the BAFTA itself has those categories for actors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who
Yeah.
work on it, and they definitely try and like make it a bit more like unique compared to other ceremonies, I guess. With that sort of thing.
Definitely. The one thing I was kind of torn on was obviously like a lot of, you have the main, I think it's just called the Game Awards, isn't it? Which is like the big one. It's probably got an actual name.
Is that the Steam one?
But yeah, might be.
There's so many
Whatever
Game
it's
Awards.
called. it's like the biggest one.
Okay.
But it's kind of like what I was kind of missing a little bit from this one was like, a new kind of trailer or something. But I know that shouldn't overtake it. I hate it when that, just new game announcements and trailers overtake award ceremonies like
Yeah.
that. But I do feel like, it would have been nice to just have something like a little thing at the end, like, and we've got an exclusive teaser for this game, or but
I
guess
think that's more of a
it's not
BAFTA
big
thing.
enough.
They just don't tend to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
They're
it's necessarily the
non-profit
problem.
organisation, so they're not really in for that. I don't think they don't really have
No.
they have sponsors or such, but nothing like that.
I think if you did
Yeah.
want that sort of thing, you'd have to kind of watch some of the directs, or if you wanted our opinions on it, listen to episode 4 of the Tepid Take.
Nice. Let's plug that luck. Amazing.
Yeah, it just for me it felt like a kind of a genuinely sincere look and appreciation at the people who create games and kind of the
Yeah.
importance of the medium itself, especially with the ongoing pandemic. Because last year's, although it was virtual, it was kind of just at the start of this all happening. Whereas now we're a year on, and it was just so nice how they've noted this is what you can do, play with friends.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I'm so glad that I play video games for kind of those kind of reasons that, actually had something to do during this bloody pandemic.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't know. It'd be so boring. What would you do? What do normal people do?
Bake.
Read a
Bake.
book.
They bake.
Oh,
They
I do that as
banana
well.
bread.
To be fair, though.
Yes.
Bake. Do you paint, Matt? If you do, you got the Triforce. Or...
No,
No.
Do a bit of
no,
Bob
I
Ross.
can't draw. My drawings are like a child's
Oh
drawings.
yeah, I've seen your storyboards before. They're amazing. Yeah, it's my favorite art.
It's just terrible. Yeah, I would never draw again.
Cool.
And they also headed out the gaming BAFTAs with giving the fellowship to Siobhan Reddy. Sorry.
Yeah, from Media Molecule.
And she's the studio director for Media Molecule. who are known for
Okay.
Little Big Planet and Tearaway,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
which are wonderful little games.
Oh yeah,
They brought
Tearaway.
out another one.
I love Tearaway.
What's
And
the other one they have out?
Dreams.
Sackboy,
Dreams,
Dreams,
Dreams
was
yeah.
also nominated as well.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
It came out ages ago.
Yeah, that wasn't this year, was it?
Or
was it? In early
I think these
access?
were like last year's games,
maybe-
though, weren't they? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, it's been such a long year.
Yeah, she won the fellowship because of her advocacy for diversity inclusion.
Did
Yeah.
she get a ring for that?
I knew that was coming.
God's sake.
I laughed before it even happened.
Someone had to.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, it was a cool.
Speaking
little
of
award,
fellowships.
I'm glad I kind of watched it.
How are
Yeah.
you going to tenuously link this one?
Speaking of fellowships, there's a league of people.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I know of a fellowship consisting of Superman, Batman. I'm not going to go through all of them. So,
How many of them are
You need
there?
to unite the 7, even though there's only 6 of them.
I can't believe they did.
What?
That was their like.
There was
what?
when for the 2017 version. By the way, we're talking about Justice League.
Oh yeah, the Snyder Cut.
For the
yeah.
2017, there was a poster that said "Unite the 7," and you watch the film, and there's only fucking 6 heroes.
Yeah.
How do you know the hero's not you?
Yeah. The audience.
Oh my god!
Oh my
so
God.
deep.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
It's not the film of shit.
So who's seen the theatrical version?
Me,
Yeah.
No.
Matt, I don't think you've seen
Everyone
any
but Matt, I
any of the DCEU films, have you?
No, nor have I wanted to.
Yeah. Maybe we can convince you to watch Justice League. So yeah, so I
count the
watched.
heroes as you do.
It's actually 7 in the new one though.
Kind of.
Kind
Oh,
of.
is that-
It's
I'm
the
like-
7th one you.
Yeah, so I watched the Snyder Cut. I think you did as well, didn't you, Addison?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I actually went through the whole DCEU with
Jesus.
because Billy hadn't seen them.
You
Yeah.
like torture, don't you?
I really like hurting myself.
It's the DCEU, the Souls-like of superhero films.
Yeah. And
The vice for your nuts have been used a lot lately, haven't they?
Oh my god. Jesus.
Whoever floats your boat again.
I'm not even going to say you can't put this in because I know you will.
It's saying. What's your...
I would say for the most part it was better than I remembered.
Yeah, okay.
And then we finished it off with the Snyder Cut.
Cool. Yeah, because I rewatched Man of Steel. I thought I'd just give that another watch. Because when that initially came out, I saw it in the cinema. And really came out not liking the film like at all. I actually like really hated it. But I don't know what it is. Like my opinions really changed over the years. And watching it again in kind of preparation, I guess, for the Snyder Cut, I really enjoyed it. Kind of upon rewatch.
Yeah, I felt kind of similar. I never hated it. I just thought it was a bit boring.
Yeah.
And I think it still is.
Okay.
But it wasn't as bad as I remember
No.
it being.
What did?
It's just a bit dull.
Yeah. And then with the theatrical release of the Justice League, I thought that was just kind of okay, but it did feel like it was trying too hard to be a bit, Marvel-y.
Yeah.
At
So
times.
that was a really weird one because we rewatched it. So we watched that version going through them normally. And I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I
Okay.
thought
Yeah.
I was going to.
Yeah, I did.
More happened than in some of the other films.
Yeah, I don't think it's kind of gotten a bit of reputation recently for being like a terrible film, which I don't think it is at all.
No.
But I will say that I do enjoy the Snyder Cut more, like a lot more.
Yeah. It's actually really interesting. Sorry, I'm massively taking over your whole thing.
It's fine on there. It's fine.
I'm going to continue talking.
Alison, what do you think of the Snyder Cut?
He enjoys pain. Let him talk. This is therapy.
It's crazy how much better the Snyder Cut is than the original
Yeah, I will agree.
2017 version.
Yeah.
And and it really points out the flaws of that film.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
find.
yeah, definitely. Like once you've seen the Snyder cut and you know what they've cut out for the theatrical, I think it does ruin that theatrical cut a bit because you're like, why would you take that out, or why would you change this scene for that scene? Notably, the bit with Flash towards the end. I don't know if we want to go into spoilers, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think before we go into potential spoilers, it might be worth saying why the theatrical cut and then you've got the Snyder cut, because there is a reason behind the original release.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it was quite tragic actually. So with Zack Snyder, he'd shot like his Justice League film, and then had a terrible family tragedy when he lost his daughter. So he kind of stepped away from the project, and they brought in Joss Whedon to kind of take over and kind of finish off the editing. But then somewhere along the line, I don't know, we don't know if it's Joss Whedon or the studio or both, decided to do a bit of reshooting, try and like fluff up some of the scenes, make them a bit lighter. And I think they probably realised they've got lots of footage to deal with, and they kind of need to cut a lot out to get it to. I think they wanted to get it to a 2-hour runtime because apparently that was better for sales. So it was a complete business decision. So that came out, and then obviously there was lots of stuff in the first trailers that wasn't in the theatrical, and then the kind of Twitter campaign, release the Snyder Cut, kind of started happening. I think it went for like 2 years, just people constantly trying to get this thing out there. And then they kind of, I think, again, it's kind of one of those things that was affected by COVID. I think they saw an opportunity to, release this on a stream. Make some money, yeah. You had to put it simply, yeah, it is, yeah. So I think they gave him like 70 million to kind of like,
wow.
I think he did a bit of some new extra scenes, and I don't think he actually made any money out of it though, Zack Snyder. Bless him, he truly did do this for the fans, which I really appreciate. I think
it is crazy that in 2021, could you think like 10 years ago when Avengers was about to be released, that we are saying that Zack Snyder cares more about the fans than Joss Whedon and has made the better film as well.
What? Oh yeah. I know. Yeah, it's crazy as well, and like the thing that I just really picked up on, because like this Zack Snyder's version still has humor in it.
It's a lot lighter. It's like light on the humor, not lighter humor.
Yeah, and it feels more natural to the tone, whereas Joss Whedon's one just
massively
sticks out like a sore thumb. It's like you just know it's a reshot scene where they're like, okay, put that line in, especially with the Flash. They just give him like there's a whole bit when he starts talking about brunch, and he's like, "What the hell is brunch?" And it's like, "What?" Just like, "What are you talking about?" Just go with Batman for fuck's sake! Come on, start the Justice League.
That was a big problem with me with the original cut, that they made Batman like a jokey character, which just I don't think he needs to be.
No.
Why did you say that name?
That just came out of nowhere. I loved it. Can you do that more, Matt? I like the surprise sound bites.
Fantastic.
Did you plan? Were you setting that up, or did that just happen to time perfectly with what Addison was saying, or did you?
Well, it takes a few seconds to come in, but it's pretty. I sort of planned it.
That was good. But yeah, no, it can be quite. I think it can be quite humorous when Batman's kind of overly serious. Like I think you can kind of make him funny by using his seriousness as a bit of a joke sometimes.
Yeah, I agree. But it's not like he's like massively po-faced in the new cut.
No,
he's still cracking a couple of jokes, but as you said, they fit better.
Yeah, definitely. But I honestly would recommend watching this, even though it's like there's definitely parts that can be cut out. I think the epilogue is just kind of unnecessary, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a bit gratuitous.
It was like
there is no reason for this film to be 4 hours long.
No, I think
but it is better.
Yeah,
and it doesn't feel 4 hours, which is quite good.
No, I agree. And I think
it's a long time.
Yeah,
for a film,
it's too long.
Definitely.
Yeah,
but they
I think I'd probably only watch on a flight.
Yeah,
because 4 hours is kind of that time killing time that'd be decent, but I don't know if I really want to.
Yeah. No, that's it would be a perfect flight film, really. Just like
not that I can fly anywhere.
No, that's true.
Perfect film to go flying,
but
and you can't fly.
Yeah.
This would be a perfect segue because you know who else flies.
That's a good point. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, I would recommend watching it. But speaking of flying,
I also would too because I've overtaken his topic. And it's mine now.
I'm looking at my notes. And I'm like, we ain't got time for this anymore.
Oh, and the seventh one is in the film. I don't know whether I should spoil it or not.
Can you say who it is? Because I'm not really sure who you're referring to.
Should we do spoiler? Spoiler.
Spoiler.
Spoiler if you're going to watch it.
Potential spoiler for 10 seconds.
Yeah, Martian Manhunter.
Yes. No. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's quickly
He's the
touch
green
on
guy,
that.
right?
Yeah.
What did you think of his very first appearance? Do you think it ruined that scene?
I don't think it ruined it. I just don't think it was necessary.
Yeah. I think it was like my initial thought was, oh, cool, Martian Manhunter, and then I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. Like,
yeah, it was like cool, but he doesn't do anything in the whole film.
Yeah.
He's there.
Yeah.
That's true. He is there.
Yeah. But I think I'm just gonna say the spoiler. He's posing as Martha Kent at one point and has a really like touching scene with Lois Lane. And then he kind of steps out of her apartment and it turns out it's Martian Manhunter and he kind of transforms. And I just felt it was like, I don't know, it just felt weird to me. I was like, it's cool, but I would have preferred that to be the real Martha Kent rather than Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
Addison, do you think Justice League, the Snyder Cut, if you just watched it solely by itself, holds up? Or do you think you need that kind of backstory of the previous films?
I reckon you and Niece lead Batman v Superman because it now leads so well into the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
I think you and Niece need to have seen that one.
Yeah.
Any other film, I don't think you need to have watched.
No.
Not even Man of Steel, really.
Sounds good. I'll do that.
So get through the Martha scene.
I would do it as a trilogy. I'd do Man of Steel, Batman v Superman,
and then
Snyder Cut.
Yeah. I think that kind of
The
works.
shittest trilogy I've ever heard of.
Mark, have we given you to watch the Snyder Cut?
No. I think for me personally, if anyone else is out there as well and they've watched the Justice League theatrical release in 2017?
Sounds about right, yeah.
It was just
Why not?
so boring. And you're asking me then to watch a new cut of that that's nearly 4 hours. Yeah, it might improve it. It might take it from, in my mind, a 2 to a 4. But it's, at the end of the day, still going to be a 4. I will get around to watching it, but I think it's just the 4 hour is massively off-putting.
Yeah. What's the what's your
that
rating out
is
of,
a
by the
huge
way?
amount
Is
of
that
time.
out of 10 or out of 5?
10, 500, yes.
Out of 300.
It's on the Matt Shitometer.
Oh, has anyone watched the new Wonder Woman, by the way, just as a complete...
No, is it?
Not yet. I've watched the original. Though.
As people have
It's
said.
not great.
No.
It's not the worst film in the world, but it's not great.
Yeah,
That is that.
that is that. Speaking of...
That's the tepid take.
That's the tepid take. Join us
Done.
in 2 months' time for episode 6.
I just think they got so much potential, haven't they, with the IPs they have.
Yeah.
And I feel like it might go in a better
They are
direction
just
now.
like, I'm hoping they're going to do something with it to actually like,
I
like
kind of like
made
the
them.
direction they're going, where they've got this universe that's kind of its MCU version, but then they're doing the side films that aren't connected.
Like Joker.
Because even like
Yeah.
Shazam and some of the other ones like Aquaman, even though they're connected, they feel less connected, especially Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam. Yeah, for sure. Like, Aquaman is kind of like does some callbacks to Justice League, I think.
Yeah.
But
then you've also got like the Joker and the Batman film coming out at some point.
yeah.
Which are they're both completely unrelated. By kind of like having the existing universe and then these side stories where it's almost like their what if stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Because like I will admit, like after watching this Justice League film, I honestly was like, I would be happy for this. Like maybe not directed by Zack Snyder, but just to kind of keep this, like do a sequel to the Justice League basically with this cast. I would be happy to watch that after seeing the Snyder Cut. Not so much with the theatrical. I was like, okay, whatever, like it's fine. But this one has kind of got me on board with their version of Justice League a lot more.
Yeah, I just kind of want to see where they go with it, despite not enjoying half the films.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Oh god, yeah, that's not a good thing,
Yeah.
really, is it?
No, I know. Aquaman is genuinely good though. That one.
I like Aquaman. Yeah, it's
Wonder
very
Woman's pretty
self-aware.
good as well.
Yeah.
You didn't like Aquaman?
No. Jason Momoa
No.
was fantastic, but I think it's just so jarring having Amber Heard in her role. Just don't like
I didn't
her.
even know who she was until the whole thing. So
No, I didn't.
Speaking
it
of,
could have been anyone.
so watching the Justice League, she has this really odd British accent as her character, but then in Aquaman, I'm sure she has an American accent.
Yeah, it's American.
Yeah.
That's
so
weird.
watching the Justice League, she's. I think at the end in the epilogue, the new footage, I think they drop some swear words, and I'm sure there's a point when she's like bastard. I'm like, what are you doing? What the fuck? What are you doing?
She's not British, is she?
No.
No.
What the hell's that about?
Anyway,
Is the character meant to be?
I
She's
don't know.
underwater. She can't have an accent. Surely.
She was born in the English Channel.
Hey.
Anyway, speaking of
Anyway, talking of
superheroes,
yeah,
Yeah.
good people that have done it properly.
Mark,
Yeah.
do you want to take this segue?
So
Properly.
we've just talked about Justice League, Snyder Cut, and now we're going to move on to a team that actually know what to do with superheroes. And we've been watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Snyder fans are gonna send you some hate mail, Mark.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's fine. I can deal with it.
Well, it's a good thing this was a pile of shit, wasn't it?
I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Thanks for the clarification.
So yeah, at the time of recording this, the first 2 episodes have come out.
Have we said what it is yet?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought Mark
Falcon and the
said.
Winter Soldier.
Oh, did you? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't hear that either.
No, I didn't
It's
hear
fine.
it.
Addison
just
tends
tuned
not
out.
to listen when
Just-
we do this.
Just for clarification, we're talking about the first 2 episodes of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, streaming now on Disney Plus. So we're not being paid by Disney.
All right, Disney.
Oh God. Can we get some Disney money? That'd be great.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I would happily do paid reviews for them.
I would sell.
Today
I would
we're-
sell out.
I would sell out
Sell
so
some
much.
out.
We're reviewing Moana.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I hated Justice League. It's fucking shit. No, sorry, Snyder fans, I love it.
I mean, compared to Marvel films, it's probably not great.
Yeah, I would say Marvel, the MCU,
Says something.
definitely has better quality films. I will definitely agree.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of? How do we want to do this? Do we want to go through each episode, or do you just want to kind of do them all as a bundle?
I won't be able to remember which episode was which, so
All right, let's do them as a bundle.
Should we do our initial reactions to it? Should we do that?
sure.
So who wants to go
Sounds
first?
good.
It's good shit.
Yeah.
Second episode is better, and it's got me on board more.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So my thought is, yeah, the first episode is a bit boring.
Yeah,
Second episode is like 10 times better.
Mark?
I think, yeah. I was watching it with Billy, and she was saying a similar thing that she just doesn't care about those characters enough, and was like, "Come on, get on with it," sort of thing.
It's, yeah. What's your thought, Mark?
I'm quite a big fan of the kind of blend of the big cinematics that they've got at the moment with this kind of small, intimate storytelling that we getting with the
Yeah.
series is in
Yeah,
between.
I can see where you're coming from. Initially, with episode 1, I wasn't a fan of the whole like story with Falcon and trying to get the loan for his sister's company or something like that.
So I really liked that.
I rewatched them again. So I watched the first 2 episodes normally on the days they came out,
Yeah,
and then I rewatched them both today. Just to remember what the hell they're about. And I enjoyed the first episode more than I remember enjoying it. I don't know if it's because you get the dynamic a bit more from in the second episode, so it's a bit easier to sort of gauge the characters a bit more in the first one, because obviously it's very
yeah, I understand that.
the
Yeah,
first
do you
one's
think-
very sorry.
Do you think it's because I think with the first episode I was kind of waiting for them to meet up, and then it didn't happen.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
very
I was-
expositional, isn't it? It's a lot of
Yeah,
It was a
exposition,
massive
it's heavy.
setup episode.
Yeah, it was better after watching the second episode, weirdly. So maybe they should have done it the other way around.
Okay.
I think they should have released the first 2 episodes like they did with WandaVision.
Yeah,
I
I think
don't
so.
think
Yeah,
there's
I think we were
as
all
many.
surprised they didn't do that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like, oh, it's
yeah.
just episode 1, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I also think we had both episodes of WandaVision because of how much intrigue there was for both episodes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
If they
Whereas this
just
is
did
kind of
episode
to the
1,
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this one feels a lot more like, traditional Marvel. Not in like as in a bad way at all. But WandaVision started off very like out there, very original. Whereas this
Yeah.
one, yeah, you could definitely you're like, oh yeah, I'm familiar with these characters. I kind of know what's happening. Yeah, I'm tempted to kind of do the same thing actually, because I do want to give the first episode another go. Now that I know what happens in the second one, because there was like a lot of, I do think there were some interesting bits with like the little backstory to Winter Soldier, how he killed that old guy's son, and will he kind of confess to him? And
We said we're doing spoilers yet.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think that's.
I mean,
I mean,
first
Winter Soldier,
episode, yeah.
he killed everyone in the past.
Yeah.
He fucking killed everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Everyone.
he did
People left.
Thanos before Thanos.
Yeah. He doubled Thanos' effort.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, he didn't leave the other half alive. But initially when I watched the first episode, I wasn't too into the whole Falcon part with his like sister's business.
No.
But it wasn't until someone pointed out that that's actually a very Marvel thing, like the whole like superheroes having real world problems, and it kind of made me appreciate it much more. It's very like Peter Parker, isn't it? Having to pay bills and shit.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
trying to be Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I think
because I
was-
quite enjoyed that bit. I like the direction they're going with following Falcon and seeing how he still faces systemic racism, even though he is a bona fide superhero.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It's a really interesting look at it.
Definitely. Yeah, I remember watching episode 2 and being really kind of like taken aback by the part with the police when they start racially profiling him, and I was just like, oh my god, like, I don't think I've seen that in the MCU before. I don't recall them really touching on race issues and stuff.
Not even in Black Panther. They don't really. It's not anywhere near as bad as that. I don't think.
No, I guess the villain.
The villain is obviously like trying to
Yeah, he talks about it, but they don't show it.
No,
exactly.
that's true.
Yeah.
So
I think
I
without
think
pushing too much into episode 2 as well, that it's interesting that happens after they've seen Isaiah Bradley, who was the super soldier that was doing everything for his country, yet he was locked away for 30 years.
yeah, oh yeah, that was
And he's not a well-known name like Steve Rogers is.
yeah, because Falcon even says like, what the hell? I never knew there was I think he says like a black super soldier or a black Captain
Something like
America
that,
or something like that.
Yeah.
And again, it's just like so disgusting that he was locked away, and like you said, Mark did everything for his country. But again, it reflects the kind of the real world, sadly. But really interesting that they are diving into that. It's going to be interesting to see how much more they do as well.
I think going back as well to episode 1 with the bank scene as well, what was quite interesting was he said that you haven't got records for the last 5 years. And she's like, well, of course we've got.
Yeah.
Part of the blip, and it's kind of almost the way that people are being treated that have come back as well.
Yeah.
And that's why you've got so much hatred from these flag
smashers.
Smashes,
I'm kind of interested to see what their flag smashers want, because they've said how it was better during the blip. But I don't think they've really explained why it was better for them during the blip.
No,
That's true. I've been quite
because there wasn't a queue at McDonald's. Is that what it was?
I hope so.
I just want a fucking Big Mac. For God's sake.
There's too many people.
There's at least
Fan of
double
snaps.
the people here. Oh my god.
Maybe they were in the queue when the snap happened.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is much better.
They got to the front and then they all came back and were like, fuck!
What do you mean a Big Mac's $3 now?
Damn you, Avengers. I've
That's
been
pretty
quite.
good value, isn't it? $3 for a Big Mac. That's all right, isn't it?
I think American food is quite cheap, isn't it?
Yeah, it's true.
Before we start going off.
Let's just look up American McDonald's. What's around it? I've been quite surprised with how tough the flag smashers are as well. I kind of thought they'll be okay, but Falcon and Winter Soldier would mess them up.
Yeah.
But in the second episode, they were getting their asses kicked until fake Captain America came along with his buddy.
Have they tried to depower Bucky a bit?
I felt that. Yeah, I was kind of like, I was kind
Yeah.
of surprised how shit he was doing because I was like, you're the
Yeah.
fucking Winter Soldier, man. Like,
Because
if
I
He went
was
toe to
always
toe with Captain America.
I was
Yeah,
always under the
yeah.
assumption they were like equal
yeah, same,
in terms of
like super soldier
ability
strength.
and like stuff
Yeah.
like that. But he was definitely, maybe it's because he was caught off guard, but
Maybe, yeah. I don't know
Hope
if
so.
like his, yeah, it definitely feels like since he's been, you know, changed for the goods, he's not as badass as he was when he was like just
Yeah.
a mindless killer, like which really
Just like Anakin
with-
Skywalker.
oh my god, maybe his
Yes.
power was in his hair.
Oh, I reckon
no.
so. Yeah, that was some fantastic hair.
It really
It was.
wasn't.
I love the long hair.
Thing is, the airplane
it looks
scene
so
where
greasy.
he jumps out the plane, doesn't he, without a parachute? And that's
Yeah,
that's a
that's
throwback to Captain America. I think is it the first Avenger film?
yeah.
I think it might. Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
happens in the second one.
There seems to be a lot of like
I think it's in the second one,
throwbacks
isn't it? Yeah.
to other Captain America films, but they're so subtle that I think most viewers aren't going to catch them.
Yeah, that's true. One
Such
thing.
as-
So you've also got the new Captain America, and he's holding
Yeah,
a
yeah.
pistol, which is the same as
Yeah.
the very first Avenger film when he used to
Yeah.
carry a pistol around with his shield.
Because that reminded me of how much I hated that. I hate
It doesn't
I
really
just-
fit, does it?
No, I just don't like Captain America with guns. It's
Yeah, I
weird.
thought they were going to make a big deal out of him having a gun and like how Captain America never had one, but then I went, wait, no, he had one all the time.
He did. Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a
I mean,
bit
he's
in
got
the
two
first
guns.
Avengers film when he just has a machine gun, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like,
He's fighting in a war. What do you expect him to do?
throw his shield. He's Captain America.
Oh, will I throw the shield or shoot this gun? Oh.
Decapitation or a bullet through the head. Brilliant.
Decapitation.
I could shoot more people than I could throw a shield at.
No, but I was talking about the Avengers part on the helicopter.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I see.
He just
Yeah,
has an
yeah.
assault rifle, and it's just like,
Okay, yeah.
what are you doing?
It's not
Fucking
wartime.
Captain America.
Yeah.
But even I didn't like it in the World War II thing either. But anyway.
God damn, it's
Anyway.
World War II.
World War II.
Gotta shoot some Nazis.
Decapitate some Nazis.
Oh.
One thing I'm kind of hoping gets better is I really want the series to kind of have that kind of like grounded, almost like Jason Bourne like choreography that the Winter Soldier had.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the combat in that is so good.
I'm
So
hoping when they get. Wait, are we doing spoilers?
I mean, we basically have
Yeah, I
that.
think
Yeah.
we
Yeah, we'll get on
Okay.
spoilers.
When
So
Baron
more
Zemo
spoilers.
gets out and does whatever he's going to be doing, I hope
Yeah.
it picks up with that.
Same. I'm so excited to see Baron Zemo back. I think
Yeah.
he's like one of their best villains.
And to get the
it's-
mask.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick. Oh,
I
I'm
don't
so
know.
excited.
I don't understand. I guess he didn't succeed in the end with Civil War.
He kind of
He-
did.
he-
Oh, I think he.
Well, he kind of did, but then he was going to kill himself. So what's different now?
Yeah, maybe it'll be related to the blip, won't it?
Yeah.
It'll be like they're definitely tying everything into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm stupidly excited just to see him wear that mask. I don't know. Why.
I
It's
don't
so
know why either.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
it just looks cool.
I don't even
Will
read
he
comic
wear that
books. I'm
mask?
still excited.
I don't
Yeah, so
see
the,
him.
the episode itself, doesn't it? It starts with Sam giving Cap shield to the Smithsonian and saying that he kind of essentially
Oh, the
can't
first
take
one,
that
yeah.
role on.
Yeah,
And then obviously at the end of the episode, we get this Walker guy come on, and he's now the new Captain America. And I think it looked ridiculous, didn't it?
He
Yeah,
looks,
kind of
he looks a bit
stupid.
goofy.
Yeah,
he
so
really
goofy.
does.
He looks less
It's,
goofy without the mask on.
Yeah, he definitely
Yeah,
does.
definitely.
It's
He looks
his
so
ears,
goofy.
I think.
Yeah.
He's got like an extreme, like oddly enough, his chin is very comic book,
Yeah.
but when it in real life it's like I don't know, just turn your chin
It's
down.
like
a bit, mate.
Popeye.
That was pretty good.
He's someone's son, isn't he? Someone famous.
I'm sure he's
isn't
someone's
he's
son.
Kurt Russell's son, isn't he?
Oh, really?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Oh,
totally
wow.
see that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause
Holy crap.
this is Wyatt Russell who plays him.
Oh.
Right. Do you think he's going to become like a bit of a villain for the
Yes.
series?
I almost
I think so.
I kind of hope he doesn't. I don't know why. Because I almost want Captain America to be kept pure. It's really childish. I'm like, oh no, don't go bad. Be good.
Just make Captain America.
Yeah.
Listen, this is my prediction. So he is going to be a knobhead throughout all of it, and then he's going to like do something bad at the end, and then right at the end he's going to go, oh no, actually I'm good, and then he'll do something good and he'll redeem himself.
See, I reckon it's going to go a different way. I think he's going to be good, but trying to prove himself to these guys, and he's actually going to end up getting himself killed.
Yeah,
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
I'm going to agree with Matt, purely because I think the comic book release.
I'm with you, Anderson.
the comics in the 1980s, they kind of follow the fact that Johnny Walker's been picked as the new Captain America, but he's not got the powers like Steve Rogers has.
Johnny Walker.
His name's John Walker. I've just called him Johnny.
I'll have Johnny Walker on the rocks.
That's where my brain went. But in the comics, he gets his powers from Power Broker, who's the person that the Flag Smashers are going to.
Do we know that?
Oh, right.
Or is this a theory?
It seems like it's going to go that way.
Oh, see, so he's going to become a super
Interesting.
soldier.
So I think he's essentially going to get his powers from a supervillain.
Okay.
Oh, right, okay.
So, and I
could be
think the way
interesting.
that episode 2 ended as well was kind of ominous, like you stay out my way kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like it's going that way.
It definitely does feel
Definitely,
like
yeah.
they're angling it towards him being a bad guy. I just kind of hope they pull the rug on it a bit and don't go that way.
Yeah.
I think it'll be more interesting.
I hope they do that, but I feel like this isn't going to be like WandaVision where it's all like, oh.
No, I don't think it's going to be very twisty-turny.
No,
Yeah.
no.
For the most part.
That's one thing so far with this series that I'm preferring over WandaVision is that it doesn't feel as reliant on its kind of end twists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or end
Oh, yeah,
hooks.
definitely. Yeah.
That was I don't know if we want to talk a bit about our thoughts on WandaVision, but
Oh,
I
happy to.
felt my main criticism of that was like with towards the middle and the end, I just felt like I was just waiting for the big twist at the end, and I wasn't as invested in what was happening in the actual episode.
I fully understand that. It kind of ruins rewatching it. Because it's great to talk about it week on week.
Yeah.
But then
It's
once
so
it's over, you're
heavily
like,
reliant.
Yeah, it was almost like it showed a lack of confidence to me.
That being said, I actually really enjoyed WandaVision. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I think as a series, I do think it was a very original take for Marvel.
Yeah.
The MCU. I've got some issues with the end.
The end was a bit.
Yeah, like some things.
What? Please explain.
I don't like
I
the
know what you're
way
gonna say.
they're portraying magic. I hate it when magic just gets relegated to energy balls or energy beams.
Yes. No,
Take
that's,
my laser beam.
I think we touched on that on our first review, didn't we?
Yeah, sorry. I'm playing more maps. Set my head.
Yeah, because I'd love to see their magic be developed in a different way and to like get really weird.
Yeah.
Like
kind of-
Doctor Strange, like the
Yeah.
magic in that is like really unique. And
Yeah, especially in
Especially-
Infinity War. When
Yeah,
it's him
yeah.
Yes.
v Thanos,
Yeah.
that magic is fucking excellent.
that is amazing.
But then-
yeah.
You could arguably say that she doesn't know that she was that type of witch until
Yeah.
now, so maybe she doesn't know how to do anything else.
That's true. I'm excited to see, like, I like the thing she did with, like, the runes. I thought that
Yeah.
was a
Oh
clever
yeah,
part.
yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
And hey, there's more, like, rune magic with WandaVision or the Scarlet Witch in future.
You know, when you play those games and you can do runes, you never do runes.
What games?
What game?
Like Skyrim, you could do runes in Skyrim.
Oh, could you?
No one ever does it.
Oh, like the traps and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. No one does.
No, it's just like, I could just shoot you with a lightning bolt, you know.
To be fair, that is not a good example of like a magic system in video games, but that is a topic for another day. I feel.
That is pretty common though, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, it kind of reminded me of the Harry Potter film series as well.
Oh yeah.
Well, that kind of did the same thing. It started off where the magic was really interesting, and then by the
Yeah.
end it was like, I have a red lightning bolt.
Yeah.
I have a green lightning bolt. Well, mine's red. And they're going to connect.
Expelliarmus could do everything. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeet
can we
your
just
fucking wand?
gonna eat you one? I'm like, where's the fucking Wind Guardian Leviosa? Give me
I
some
know,
of that shit on
right? There's
Voldemort.
so many. There's like hundreds of spells, and he uses one.
Expelliarmus. It literally is. It's my favourite spell. Fuck off, Harry. Anyway, sorry. No, Harry Potter's great. But Mark, what do you think of WandaVision?
I think WandaVision, the ending was always going to struggle anyway, purely because
Yeah.
how much intrigue and the first couple of episodes were absolutely phenomenal. It's questionably one of the best series I've watched, and then it gets towards the end, you go, where is this going to go? Mm-hmm. And I don't know whether we're going to be sitting here in a year's time going, you need to watch the series along with the films going into the next stage.
Yeah, I guess we'll see, won't we?
I'm
Yeah.
intrigued how that's all going to link.
It's going to be very interesting to see how much impact it has on Doctor Strange, because she's confirmed to be in
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
And her character has changed quite a bit now from when we last saw it in films.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that'll be-
definitely.
it will be interesting, I think.
One thing I'm going to try to avoid with the Falcon and Winter Soldier, we're kind of discussing theories now, but I just like listening to theories online. I think that just kind of ruined WandaVision for me because I was like, oh yeah, like Magneto's going to be in it and fucking like this person's going to turn up at the end, and then it
And
kind of
none
didn't
of that
happen.
happened. Yeah.
And I was like, I just need to stop listening to the. What was it? What's the Mephisto? Everyone was fucking Mephisto.
It's like,
Everyone
sure,
was saying,
he was
like,
going to be in it.
The rabbit is Mephisto. Pietro is for fucking. I was called him Mephisto. That's the fake Mephisto.
It's the Pietro version.
Yeah. But that just got like so fucking tiring after a while. I was like,
Oh,
just-
God, yeah.
I don't want to see Mephisto right now. I'm tired of
I
hearing
don't know
about
who the
him.
hell he is. Yeah. What the fuck is a Mephisto?
it's on the end of your arm.
Oh my god. But yeah. I hope there's no like stupid theories like that with fucking Falcon and Winter
I
Soldier.
think there's going to be less room for it to
Yeah,
have that.
I think so.
In fact,
Yeah.
Mark's, I can't remember who said, but that's the first theory I've even heard so far.
Yeah, that's true actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen quite a few.
What else have you seen, Mark? Out of interest.
Well, not so much the theories right now, but I kind of wanted to bring it back to you were talking about the Flag Smashers. So in the comics, it's Carl Morgenthau, and in this, it's Carly. So they've obviously changed the gender. And in the comics, he's pretty much beaten in the first fight that he has with Cap. Whereas the first fight you've had in this, obviously, he gets booted off the truck, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, cool.
So I'm
yeah.
intrigued how much importance these guys are going to play throughout the series. They kind of seem like the big antagonist currently, but I don't know whether Captain America might end up being the antagonist with this power broker situation, if that's true, obviously.
Yeah, that's kind of one thing that's really like hooking me into this series is how much I just don't know about this side of Marvel. Like the whole, I know a bit about kind of Scarlet Witch's background and stuff, so I felt a bit more tuned into that series. But Captain America solo stuff, I really just don't know that much about, like Flag Smashers and all this. So I think that's going to really keep me hooked and hopefully offer some great surprises down the line.
It's a crap name, though, isn't it? Flag Smashers.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, it's a bit like
It's a pure comic book name.
yeah, it definitely is. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Do you guys have anything else?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the dynamic between the two in the second episode is really good. I think.
Oh yeah,
I do. Yeah, I do like the
Bants.
the bromance that's not there but is there.
Yeah,
The scene with the psychiatrist as well, where they're told to
yeah.
squeeze up
Couples
together.
counselling. Yeah.
I've got the a clip of them in the hangar
Oh yeah.
talking, so I'll play that.
Go for it.
Do you?
I scout the world looking for young
no.
boys.
That's the wrong one.
Please. That was intentional.
I'll play the proper one there.
What big three? The big three. Androids, aliens, and wizards.
Where are you fighting now, Gandalf?
How do you know about Gandalf?
I read The Hobbit in 1937 when it first came out.
It's just like the banter's
That's the most hipster of comments, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
I prefer the
bit
first
making it.
soundbite.
Also, he's had
personally.
his mind back for like 6 years, he would have made time to watch Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that would have taken him 6 years to watch.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
And now he's got to move on to the Snyder cut.
Another 4 years. But yeah, has it been confirmed how many episodes the series is going to be yet?
Oh, I don't
I don't
know.
know, actually.
It's probably on IMDb, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah,
I would have thought so.
I think I've heard it's shorter than WandaVision.
So that was 9 episodes.
But they've got
wasn't it?
longer episodes.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
the first few of WandaVision was super short.
Yeah, they were. They were like literally like 30 minutes, 25 maybe.
There is 6 currently listed on IMDb.
Okay.
Oh wow, that's a lot shorter.
Yeah.
That's really short. Yeah. They're a
That's
bit
like
longer.
that's like
episodes.
3 episodes shorter.
Yeah.
Quick math.
Maths.
Maths. No, I'm really excited to see. I think episode 2 really saved it for me because the first episode definitely it just didn't hook me as much as.
That's really interesting. I really enjoyed the first one.
Oh, okay.
I think they blend quite well, don't they? Both episodes.
Yeah. Right, Matt.
Why has Matt lost the plot?
That's
I was just thinking about that soundbite I played from Mark.
Yep,
Play,
thank
play
you.
again.
Thank
Play.
you. I'm gonna just
Which
brush
one?
over
Sorry.
it.
Oh, this one, yeah.
I scout the world looking for young boys.
Oh, that's my favourite
Yeah, this is what the
soundbite.
podcast has become.
I mean, those were your words.
Get out of context.
No, that was a sentence that you said.
Hopefully, people have listened to the previous episode before
Oh,
they
yeah,
listen
go
to this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to episode 2 of
Yeah.
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So obviously I spoke about Isaiah Bradley before, and the door is answered by his grandchild. I think his name's... So it's Eli Bradley, but obviously people are making the assumption it's Elijah, who is going to be, I think, Patriot in the comics, in the newer comics. And he's a member of the Young Avengers, along with Wiccan and Speed. It's obviously one division.
See, there's loads of rumours about the Young Avengers at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah, so I feel like we're 100%. Well, I wouldn't say 100%. That's a big ask, but we're going towards these youngsters coming through. I think.
Youngsters. Are
These
you
youngsters,
scouting
young
for
Avengers.
them yourself?
I hate all of you.
I kind of want to end it there.
Mark, do you have anything else to say?
He's like, I'm done.
He's left.
He's muted.
Oh, dear.
Mark, I have a question for you, and it doesn't involve. Well, it does involve a young boy, but not in that way.
The way you edit this, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking murder you.
You should bleep that out and put hug where he said murder.
I'm gonna fucking hug you. Is Patriot, is that a recent character that they just announced? Is that how I'm
I
thinking?
believe so. It's in
Yeah.
kind of newer runner comics. I'm not.
That's right.
I'm not a complete nerd, so I don't read all of them.
And if you do, listeners, you're fucking nerds.
Oh my god, just alienated so many people.
Right, I guess this ain't the podcast for me.
Stop listening. Yeah, I'll stop listening to this then.
I don't want to be a fucking nerd. Smash his phone on ground.
But no, I'm definitely hooked into this series now.
Yeah, I think the action is really good. It's got that Winter Soldier feel, that was like my favorite film for action and combat. I think.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of the best ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
watch it
definitely.
after this,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Wasn't there a time where you watched it once and then your wife
watched it
wanted
twice
to
in
watch
one
it
day.
and you watched it again? Yeah.
I just kind of had it on whilst I was working one day, I think, and was like, "Oh, this is a great film." And then, yeah, my wife was like, "Oh, I want to watch that." I was like, "Put it on, let's do it again."
Let's do it.
Fine.
Yeah.
And it was just as good.
Same film. Play it again.
Yeah, I love the speaking of the combat in episode 1. I love the aerial combat that they opened with.
Oh yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh yeah, of course, Falcon. You're gonna get tons of that now, aren't you? Which is
Although
it's pretty cool.
we were sort of saying, weren't we, that it's a bit weird that the There's just people driving on the floor.
Oh yeah, there's the way they
It's
can
just to
introduce
that
that
guy.
character. Yeah,
I
just like
think
with
his
binoculars.
superpower is like having a phone or something. He's always got a phone. He's got multiple phones. Phone man.
Mobile man. That's true. Yeah, he always has a phone. In every scene, he's like, "Look at this," or fucking Skype and someone. Yeah, no, that was a really weird way to introduce that character. Just like three army trucks just looking up to the sky with binoculars. I was like, do you need this?
He's meant to be someone in the comic book who takes on the Falcon role.
Oh,
I think.
Sorry, say again, Adson?
Oh, he's meant to be someone in the comics who takes on the Falcon role or something like that.
Okay, so they're kind of setting up for that.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay.
There must be a nod. Cool.
That was one thing actually that he did really irritate me with the phones because he was always on a phone, and it just really irritated me. I don't know why.
Was he recording? Addison's on the phone on webcam. What was he recording the Flag Smashers with? Was that a phone in his pocket?
Phone,
It was a phone,
he had like two phones.
It was like peeking out there, wasn't it?
Yeah. Pick it up.
Why has he got two phones?
He likes phones, right?
Clearly,
He's got some great
it's
deals.
so weird.
He's trying to get in touch with himself.
He doesn't need a phone for that. He can.
Sorry, Mark. Mark, come on. What's your opinion on the
He
phone?
can smash the Bandicoot.
Beat the Bandicoot.
Whatever.
Smash the Bandicoot. Bandicoot Smashers. That's the name. Cool. Does anyone else have any other thoughts, or do we want to wrap it up there?
Mark's
I
done
will
with the podcast
continue
forever.
watching. Yeah. I think it'll be a good series going by this.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm hooked in.
I'm
Falcon
hoping it's
has
more
got
than
his
6
claws in
episodes.
me.
Sorry.
Oh god.
I think 6 episodes is a bit short, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's like I'd rather they do that than drag it out. And
Yeah.
it'd be
Yeah,
get
because
boring.
you got to wait every week. Yeah,
Just like-
it's kind of annoying.
Tell the story you need to tell, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't drag it out. Do you think
Don't
WandaVision
have
went
a
on
wizard
too
battle
long?
at the end.
Yeah. That's the point. Do you think WandaVision was too long? Do you think
I
that
don't
could have
think
been
so.
shorter?
I don't think it was too long. I just think it didn't have the greatest ending.
Because Matt, you really disliked episode 8, didn't you?
Which one was that?
Which was that?
That was the one when Agatha was kind of taking Wanda through her life and being like trying to figure out how she created this.
Is it too close to
reality.
parallel worlds? Is that why you didn't like it?
No.
no.
No, I did. I did. I don't know. I can't really remember.
How shit it was. You just like put out your memory.
Blanked it. I told Sam this the other day. I said I only remember the last 5 things I've watched. I swear. Anything before that, I just totally blanked from my memory.
Just like gets chucked out.
But
Cool.
yeah, I don't know. It was very expositional again. Just like, oh, have all this information in one episode. Here you go.
Yeah, that can get annoying. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's got a great song. I don't know if it's episode 8, but it's a great song.
How's it going, man?
It's been Agatha all along.
It's great. Yeah.
I was waiting for you to play the whole thing. I was getting
Oh,
into
no.
that. Right, well, this has been the Tepid Take all along, guys. That's my segue to the end.
How are you gonna intro it? You're gonna say it's not the Tepid Take.
Oh, shit, yes.
And that is it. We hope you enjoyed listening to our Tepid Take.
If you want to send us your Tepid Takes, then email us at thetepidtake@outlook.com.
And give us a follow and a like on Instagram at The Tepid Take.
And we've been the fucking what's it called again?